So right now I'm beginning my trip out to Brownsville. I'm heading over to George Washington Bridge, and that's it. I'm on the mainland, and it's a long drive from here on out. I'm going out to Brownsville because I want to see where my family started. The books first arrived in, well, George Book. My great-grandfather arrived in the Port of Baltimore, met up with his brother Andrew. They did some coal mining, and eventually it ended out in Brownsville, where he's a coal miner. He also married a woman named Catherine Barron, and they lived out there, and that's where my grandpa was born. I'm hoping when I go out there I can learn a little bit more about my family and where what my great-great-grandparents' names were, maybe if they had that on record. See my great-grandmother's grave site. And I want to see my grandpa's original house that he grew up in. I'm going to meet my cousin Michael out there, and I believe he's just bringing his two kids, Anna and Sam. And you know, after that we're going to do some other stuff. We're not just going to hang out in a depressed coal mining town. We're going to go to do a balloon ride further north in Pennsylvania, pass through Pittsburgh, and then we'll head up to Niagara. So I haven't seen that since I was a kid, so I'm kind of excited about that. But yeah, my TomTom there says this is going to be about 6 hours of driving, but you know, who knows, it could be more, it could be less. I know I'm going to pass through some pretty bad rain at some point, so I'm sure that'll slow me down, but it's a nice little venture. I'm just going to periodically record this as I go, and have it all documented so I can show my family when I get back what I saw. Made my first stop, Wawa's. I need a little pick-me-up, so I got a Wawa Chino coffee. That should perk me up a bit. My car was also pretty empty on gas, so I got my gas. TomTom also named Debbie, Dolores. I have 12 million other names for this thing. It says I got 4 hours 11 minutes to go, which means I've been driving for probably about 2.5 to 3 hours. So got a whiles to go yet. I'm going to try and make it all the way out there. If I can't, I'll just stop at a hotel before then. And that's that. Time to continue. Here we go. That almost looks like tornado clouds. Beautiful. I already passed through a little rain, but hey, look at it this way. God's gonna wash my car for me. Saves me the effort. And there's the storm that I've been waiting to drive into. It's gonna be a nice downpour. Looking forward to that. This is fun. Just barely able to see, but I see a little better when I look through the view screen of the camera. Some people are pulled over. Get in front of this car, maybe. See what's going on with those flashes up there. Yeah. Get over and I'll just stay in this lane. Okay, I'm passing through Allegheny Mountain. I did a lot of these where I'm going through the mountain. Tunnels, and actually I should be there in an hour. I'm still not exactly sure where I'm going, where I'm going to stay, but I know I'll be there in an hour. I haven't eaten anything yet, so I really need some dinner before I do anything. It's 7 o'clock now. Peace out. Oh look, more horrible road conditions. I hope this isn't like ominous of the week to come. This is all just passing, but this is just some horrible driving. I only got 45 minutes to go here. I just changed where I was going. Originally, I had about a half hour, and then I decided which town I wanted to go to because they have the most motels. So I put a little more time on my trip. But whatever. I really need this to be over. I need to be parked, fed, car gas, and me sitting on a bed watching the Olympics. There it is. The exit for Brownsville. It's long enough to get here. All new highway too, by the way. I didn't expect there to be anything new out here. Actually, I had to pay to be on that highway. It was a toll road. So now I'm standing in front of my grandpa's old house where he grew up in as a kid. It's in pretty horrible shape. I'm glad I came out here because I don't think it's going to be here in a few years. I think it's on its last leg. This is where he was brought up. I mean, family was poor, but I mean they produced two people who went off to war. Two of my uncles, Joseph and Andrew. My grandpa, he ran away. He hated it here. He worked in a coal mine for a short second and then decided to run away from home and started himself a good life. Out of this house we got doctors, we got corrections, we have police, we have doctors. You know, all came from somebody who grew up in this house. I'm gonna walk around and hopefully I'm not trespassing too bad. Somebody's home I would have asked to go in. I'm not even so sure anybody even lives here anymore. No, it looks like this is just used for storage. Yeah, that's all it is. This is just storage now. I think I'm going to try and go inside. So this is inside Grandpa's old house. It's definitely being used for storage, as I thought. There's the stairs going up. Fireplace. And the living room. It looks like the fireplace came out the back too. It did two rooms. Very steep steps. I can't get up there though. Here's his old bathroom. It's a small house. Surprises me, being as big as his family was. just snap some pictures and head on out of here. Something I think I forgot to do is to take video of what's around his house. So that was his house over there, the second one in. The railroad tracks. I'm wondering maybe that's how they would go to the mines each morning. They'd take the train out there, because I know the mines weren't right here. And that's the church. Not sure what kind of church that is. Usually that's an Orthodox church with that design. She was from Hungary. My great-grandmother, so that would make sense if she was Orthodox, but I know she got buried at a Catholic church. There's a highway there, goes over the river and everything else, and there's another bridge up this way. I don't know which one it is that my grandpa said everybody used to jump off of and commit suicide. It was the 1930s, so it was a depression. But depression indicates that at one time there was success, and I don't know that there was ever success in this town. Take it from another angle, you can kind of see it peeking up out from both those trees. That's that. There's the bridge. Now I'm going into regular Brownsville. I was in West Brownsville, and I'm going to go and try and find the church and see where my great-grandmother was buried. Isn't this such a happy looking town? I just don't know what people do here. Told me to not get on 40, just keep going straight. But I don't see that I have a choice here. Oh, there are the churches. Okay, this is where she told me to go. She said there are a lot of churches, so whatever church I'm looking for, this is where I'm going to find it. Okay, I'm standing in West Brownsville. I'm sorry, I'm standing in Brownsville now. By St. Peter's Church overlooking Brownsville. Right across the bridge. I'm gonna go in there and try and find out where I need to go next. This is McClurg Castle, right across the bridge. I was looking at the brochure. It looks like this is where I have all their community events. There's a stage. So they had a roast last weekend. I would have liked to have been here about a week ago then. Would have been much more interesting. So right there on the opposite side of the bridge, that's where I was earlier. Right down there. Just past that church, and I asked the lady, yep, that was an Orthodox church. was the entrance. I just crossed the street. I didn't have any luck at that church. Nobody answers the door, nobody answers the phone. So I'm just gonna have to start driving around until I find St. Mary's and then perhaps find a graveyard that goes with it. I'm gonna do a quick room tour. This is where I'm staying, the Super 8. I had forgotten to do it yesterday when I checked in. Standard room, desk, AC, heat. Got 2 beds only needed 1. Little kitchenette area, ironing board, iron, and bathroom. Everything's pretty standard. I figure for a Super 8 this will do. Sure, that's not a great flat screen HD TV, but I'm not really here anyway, so don't matter. Say hi. Say hi.
Hello.
We're standing at the honor roll with Andy and Joseph Book's names for the war. So I took the picture up there. Sam's up there getting a shot. There's George and Anna. And we're about to head to where now?
Letchworth State Park, New York.
Okay. Onward we go.